When you don't need an answer, there'll be days like this. When you don't need a chance, there'll be days like this.
You know, Graeme Murty's been in a position, been put in a job. Last year he was under 20 coach who everyone was talking about. He's a good guy, Graeme, and he was doing very well. And now because of a couple of defeats and it hasn't quite worked out,
he's getting hammered. Yeah.
He's just been thrown to the garbage, really. And I think it's very, very discourteous. From Stevie's perspective, I know he's always wanted to manage. It's something that will happen in the future, and I'm sure one day he'll go on and manage Liverpool. But it's all about timing for Stevie, and if he feels this is an opportunity, then I'm sure he'll look at it. But I haven't spoken to him on it.
Well, I was just thinking, coming into work yesterday morning, the Rangers players will trudge into training, the Celtic players will bounce in there, of course, the cup final coming up. You heard Brendan there talking about Graeme Murty. Now, John is now for breaking news on the Gers, and Jim's done it again. It's talkSPORT's Jim White. Jim, what's the latest from Ibrox?
Alan, good morning. I'll be joining you at 10 with Bob Mills and Mickey Gray. David, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jim.
Bonjour. It is my understanding, Alan, that Graeme Murty will not be in charge of Rangers this weekend. So it looks like an announcement will be coming out of the football club shortly.
He's walked,
but it's
pushed.
my understanding that Murty will not be in charge of Rangers this weekend. That remains to be seen. We will pursue a line of questioning on that one. But it's my understanding that Murty has become frustrated with the recent turn of events. And now, as a result of that, I haven't managed to speak to Graeme Murty. He's not around at the moment. But it's my understanding, a source tells me, that Murty will not be in charge of the football club this weekend. So Rangers due to play Kilmarnock at home, as you know. So that begs the question... What now? Because we heard yesterday that, of course, there had been talks, and Danny Murphy was in here confirming it, there had been talks with Steven Gerrard, and that talks would be continuing. Well, talks do continue, as we understand, David. But now, as I say, just hot off the press moments ago, it's my understanding that Murty will not be taking charge this weekend.
Jim, that game at Hampden in the semi-final, for me, Rangers never turned up, but... in a bizarre way, I thought they turned up at Parkhead. I thought they had a goal first half. Celtic just got crucial goals at the right time. And Celtic were absolutely on their game.
Well, they were, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, the incentive was massive, wasn't it? You know, beat Rangers and you win the title. So I
thought Rangers worked. They closed. They tried the hardest.
Yeah, but Alan, I mean, there was only going to be one winner. I mean, let's not beat about the bush, and it wasn't going to be Rangers. Celtic were always going to win that all day long. Everybody knew that going into that game. I think there were very few people, really, you could say, who thought that Rangers were going to come out of that match with anything. And I thought the writing was on the wall. I thought what was evident on Friday, if you recall Graeme Murty on Sky Sports News, and I think speaking to various sections of the media, he seemed extremely strong and was out to make a point that he wanted that job no matter what. In the face of all this talk of Steven Gerrard, he was in there, and people shouldn't think that he wasn't a realistic candidate. And he was at pains to point that out. Well, now it's my understanding that he will not be getting the job, and that an announcement should be coming shortly. But Murty will not be taking charge of the football club this weekend.
Only gut feeling, Jim. Gerrard, will he take this Rangers job?
Well, Danny Murphy, I think, was spot on yesterday. If he gets the assurances that he needs, if he can bring in the players and the type of players that he wants to bring in, and that obviously will take a bit of doing, both in persuading them to go there and getting the finance behind those deals to get those deals done, then yes, I think it's a go. And I think Gerrard would say, yeah.
What kind of players we talking about there?
Well, I think, David, you can imagine the kind of pulling power that Steven Gerrard will have. And I think you're talking about experienced players, maybe 30, 31-year-olds, who can do Rangers a job and, who, to be quite honest, can stop the rot when it comes to playing the likes of Celtic. Rangers fans, Alan, I mean, they voted with their feet on Sunday at Celtic Park. So many had left way before the final whistle. And now we heard on Sunday night, David, that they had their Play of the Year dinner in the city centre, Rangers, and a small band of so-called fans pitched up and tried to force entry, not happy with events at the club. So something's got to give here, and something is giving. And events are moving quickly. I think we're going to have to be on top of this. And that is my understanding in the last few moments, that Murty will not be in charge of Rangers come the game at the weekend against Kilmarnock. And an announcement should be expected shortly.
Nice one. Jim coming up. Mickey Gray and Big Bob at 10 o'clock. Liverpool fans, clock's number 2 has gone. So is now the time you get Steven Gerrard in and help Jurgen and inspire the side in the Champions League before he may take over at the Gers. Plus, what do you make of the way Rangers have treated Graeme Murty? Brendan Rodgers told us yesterday that it's just garbage. The lines are open, 08717 2233 44 914.
When you don't need an answer, you'll be days like this. When you don't need a chance, you'll be days like this. When you don't get the trade, by that old Judas kiss. And I must remember, there'll be days like this.